Okay, we're good. Just had to retweet some things and post on Blue Sky as well. And retweet that as well. Go ahead and open up the lens. Then check our movements. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Anyway, though. Salut, Terence, everyone. This is Terence here, and I am an idol in training hoping to bring smiles, laughter, and joy to everyone around the world, also while playing games and doing fun activities. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've all been enjoying your Thursday evening. Got that little moisture coming out of me. Well, yeah, Thursday evening for me, probably Thursday morning for you, or afternoon, whatever time zones you have. As for me, my time has been pretty good. Pretty much got off work a couple hours ago, and then after that, we pretty much just sat back and watched YouTube. Although yesterday I was pretty much also playing the PS4 version of Fantasy Life I. Was playing a bit of that. And I'm pretty much almost caught up to my PS5 file on that one. Yeah, I have like a separate character on that one. But I think that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and switch over to the streams. And let's start the game. And today we're playing Game Builder Garage. We're just going to get right into it. Hopefully this headset works. Oh, come on. Jeez. Okay, I'm hearing it from one ear. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it from both ears. And we'll go ahead and continue with the lessons. Okay, we're all good. Oh, let me turn down the volume so I can hear myself think a little bit. There we go. So, folks, last time on Game Builder Garage, if you haven't seen the previous stream, we worked on building this game, the Mystery Room, and then had to go through some checkpoints. And then work our way up to Thrill Racer. So yeah. And today's stream, we're going to be playing Thrill Racer. Doesn't that sound exciting, chat? We're going to build a racing game together. Looks like a very simple racing game too, if I may add. Oh yeah, there's something else I have to do too. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good now. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, really like the background music here. Definitely gets your blood pumping with racing here. So let's get started. Hey there, Terence. I hope you're ready to burn some rubber. Because this time we're going to be making Thrill Racer. Yeah, I gotta love the name right there. Pretty nice one. That's right, gotta love racing, of course. Also, pretty glad that that our chat box is actually working. That's right, we're looking at a high-octane racing game. 2, 1, go! Really? That's it? Let me see that again. 2, 1, go! Okay, I kinda like the racing beat at least, the racing zone. The pounding of your heart as the countdown begins? The roar of the engines and the cars tearing across the starting line? The exhilarating of crossing the finish line in pole position? Now that's what I call a thrill. I guess you must never played Mario Kart before, huh? Because I know Mario Kart's pretty much going to be a thrill. Which, once our Switch 2 actually ships and Mario Kart World comes out, we'll definitely be streaming that, though. Okay, then, let's get in gear over for the program screen. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go! Or maybe you should probably also say 3, 2, 1, program! Just to make it sound more exciting. You know, it's not my job to tell you to do your job, though, but just saying. First, let's start by changing the perspective to overhead view. Okay. Now, since this is a racing game, we'll probably need some vehicles. Yes, we do. Clearly, this is a job for a car node on. Call up objects, characters, and car. Vroom! Car node on here, all revved up and ready to go. Car node on. You can program me to drive in any way you want. I'm always living life on the fast lane. Vroom! Nyar! Yeah, I love your enthusiasm, my guy. Seems like this car node on is ready for a test drive, shall we? First, let's move on to that position and make him small. Okay? Very simple task for the Terence. Now we're gonna need a little something to get it moving. A thing I like to call acceleration. Yep, for inputs. Button for Y. Yep. Here you go, buddy. Hey yo! Now connect the button node onto its acceleration. Right there. Impressive! Now you can hit the gas with Y. What, did you just seriously make a pug out of your own function, my guy? Yeah. Well, okay, that's right, chat. These guys are cracking puds now, I see. Okay. Very nice form of wordplay right there. I will compliment that. Vroom, 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 vroom. Yep, yeah, I got it, pal. You're excited. Next, we need to be able to make sure, able to turn left and right. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay, stick movements, left and right. Yeah, left, right, left. I see you won't go wrong. Yep, and we know. Steering wheel. There we go. Wahoo, let's roll. Could you open up the car note on settings for me, please? Alright, see what you got here. Set movement speed to 050. Okay. 050. Set the Y position to 040. Oh. There we go. That's it. Now close the settings. Good. Our car is now fully operational. Let's head on over to the game screen and put the pedal to the metal. Yeah! Micro machines! Look at this. We're driving around, chat. Look, donuts! We're doing donuts! We're doing donuts! There we go. Here, let's see what we can do. Keep on going. Keep on going. What's wrong, chat? You do not find this entertaining? I think it's pretty entertaining. Hey, it's gonna drive right off the screen. Don't worry. Okay, that's enough fun. That's enough. Also, we can't decelerate either. Racing games are all about trying to get ahead, right? That means we want a camera to be placed behind the car. First, spin the car node on around to face the opposite direction. Sure. Right here, right? Call up camera. The camera node on. Objects. Doot. Game screen. Okay. Camera. Well, why do we have to put them upside down for that, though? Whoa, who are we failing today? In mystery room, we used a fixed camera angle. But here we can have the camera follow the car around. Reading you loud and clear. Just like we did with the game screen node on in Risky Run. The camera node on can be connected to other node on. It'll follow them around. That still doesn't really answer why we had to flip it upside down for that, though. Trying to get my best angle, okay? Trust me, I'm a professional. Yeah, I bet you are. If we're going to be seeing things up, we'll need to open the camera node on settings. Okay, see what you got. Set the camera field of view to 60. Okay. Good thing you said 60 here. Enable, well, it's Y with track characters. There's Y rotation. There we go. Set the offset distance. To 50.50 m for Y and free for Z. Okay. 0.50. And for Z, it's just free. Nice. Now close the settings. Okay. And now we have a camera that follows the car around. Want to go take a peek? Okay, yeah, I see it now. Much better suiting to a racing genre, don't you think? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Too bad we can't do those donuts anymore. Oh, yes, we can. And there's no racetracks either. Let's see how far we can drive out the scream. Okay. We big rigs the game, folks. We big rigs the boundaries of the game. Of our program, Scream. Yeah, I was crazy enough to attempt that. Yips. Okay, time to head back to the program screen. First, let me test the boundaries of our game screen again. There we go. Hey, we fell off the screen again. Oh, looks like we can also, Okay, that's how turning works. When you turn, the whole car turns with it. Okay. Okay, it's not messing around. Well, I'm surprised you can keep up with me. Nothing I can't handle, man. I should have been a racer. Yeah, the last thing we need is, like, racing cameras. Or maybe you're probably a drone, maybe. I mean, nowadays, that's what we have drones for. You know? We got the car to move forward, and we can steer left and right. But we can't move backwards. Sometimes you gotta go in reverse, even in a racing game. Let's figure out how to back up. Let me tell you a secret about Cardinal's accelerate port. You can use a negative number to brake and reverse. We're going to make it possible to move in reverse with B. Let's start off by calling a button node on B and putting you right there. Yo! What should we do to make B's output negative? The answer is subtraction. We're going to arrange the value of the two button node on so that B is subtracted from Y. Oh, so we're doing math now? Okay. So pressing Y will give an output of 1, and pressing B will give an output of -1, or -1. Call a subtraction calculator node on and put it in the blue frame. Okay. Subtraction, right? Subtraction acknowledged. Patiently awaiting your calculations. Link button node on Y's thing. Let's do input 1. Then link button 2 from U. Delete the connection between the car node on and button. Okay. Link the car node on's acceleration point. to you. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Okay. And so I just gave the thing like an additional node on for reverse or something. We just have to do this thing. Mirror signal, maneuver steady now. All systems running perfectly. It could not be otherwise. That's it for programming our reverse movement. How about we give it a little test? Okay. Okay. Feel like this is gonna be probably something we'll have to do exclusively for this game. But I think the problem is that our reverse is slower than our acceleration now. By the way, what do you think of the car's design? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, it reminds me of an ATV. Or one of those really off-roader kind of cars that's meant for off-road driving. Wonder how much those cars cost. I could just imagine those big chunky tires blazing through the sand. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool. That's bound to be amazing. Yep, it is. While we're on the subject, how about we make the world look like a desert? Let's hop on back to the program screen and call up the world node on. Put you right there. We expect you would have needed us. Go to settings and put sand. I mean, I can't really see the rest of the options when you're blocking everything. Change world appearance, right? Okay, there we go. Great, now you can just close the settings. Okay, let's see if it worked, obviously. Off-roading in a blazing desert? Yes, please! Indeed. Very nice, very nice. This is pretty much the closest thing you're gonna get to open world racing here, chat. But let's see if you have the same boundaries. Oh, yep, looks like you do. Okay, looks like you do. Also, this is technically also the closest thing we're actually doing to a racing game on stream, too. Considering that we play nothing but Mario Kart when it comes to racing games. So don't you think this is quite an evolution? We went from pretty much playing nothing but Mario Kart to building our own racing game. I think... Yep, that just about wraps up it up for step 1. Pretty good. Congrats, you really pushed the envelope. A commendable performance. You have pleased us. Yep, no problem, no problems. In the next step, we're going to make a finish line and an opponent. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. See you there. Hi. Another guide for Alice. Let's go ahead and do these. Hey there, Terence. Oh yeah, folks. Oh yeah, chat. I have to go to an idol meeting real quick, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully the wait wasn't too long. Hey there, Terence. So you remember how we worked on programming on the car and the camera last time? Let's give the car a test run just so we're up to speed. Yep, that's what we're doing. Uh-huh. And we got the camera falling behind too. Yes, we do. Now on to our next topic. Programming the finish line and an opponent. Okay, let's head over to the program screen. Or head on over. We'll start with the finish line. That'll be a bit of a trek. Okay, now call up a box node on, and we can make this our finish line. Okay, then stretching you out. Okay. Oh, wow, that was the perfect size, too. Yep, I'm a box. Open the settings, would you? Okay. Enable visible only. Set to Y size to 0.10. Finally, set the Y position to 0. Okay. 0.0. Okay, now close the settings. Voila! The finish line is finished. Indeed it is. Except it's just a plain old line across the ground. We can liven things up a bit with a party popper effect. If we want to check whenever the cars cross the finish line, we'll need to call ourselves up a touch sensor node on. Touch sensor. Okay. Basically, the node on that can tell if it's being touched or not. Like a pervert. Whoa, who's this long guy? What am I getting myself into? You really shouldn't. You just set yourself up for like the biggest "that's what she said" joke ever. To the settings, please. Disable visible. And check. And then under check. Enable car only. Yeah. Good, now close the settings. All of them. What? I don't see anything. You sure there's a car coming? It's part of the racing game, buddy. Positive, so keep an eye out. Of course, if all we're doing is checking, not much is going to happen. We need to make party poppers pop when the sensor is triggered. Call it the party popper node on. That. Sensors, connectors, fancy objects. Effects. Party popper. Hey you! The lengths I go to for some people, and what do I get in return? I mean, you sound like me when I go to work every morning. Don't suppose you can invite me to the post-victory feast? Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just pulling your leg. Alright. touch and count, right? Bang, 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 bang! I mean, I'm ready and waiting. Excellent, let's get popping. Drive straight until you cross the finish line. Yeah, and it's all over! Yep. Terence crossed the line with a spectacular display of programming. Indeed. Ahem. Sorry, I got him into the whole racer announcer thing. But really though, what good is a race if you don't have any opponents to race against? On that note, let's go around and make a rival car for some competition. Back we go to the starting position. Oh, this is where we're gonna start programming the car to be our AI now. Okay. This is gonna be quite the interesting. Copy the code. Okay. But we're just gonna make a whole new one. Okay. Never mind. Vroom, vroom. 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 Probably the best to change the color so we tell them apart. Okay, we'll make ourselves red. Although you really want us to go to there and make us red though? Red is such a boring color. Well, not really. I like the color red. I especially like it in Dante from Devil May Cry. Next, we can make our opponent's car a nice light blue. Yep, no problem. Color to light blue. You use a bit more colors here, game. Okay, light blue. We should also set the movement speed to 45.45. That's perfect. Now close the settings. Let's see where we're at. What do you think? Yeah, we gotta make the guy move somehow. It's starting to feel like a real racing game now. There's just one problem. Our light blue buddy won't budge an inch. Which means we have to program his AI. Kind of expected if we haven't done any programming for them, huh? Yep, exactly. Let's get this automobile geared up and ready to go. Now, the enemy car won't be controlled by a human player. We'll have to program it to drive all by itself. Let's keep things simple for this step and have it drive in a straight line. To do that, we'll need to use a constant. And with that constant will connect to the acceleration port of the car node on. Just imagine a car with an accelerator pedal pressed down the whole time. Call it the constant node on. Okay. I am constant, the one and only truth in this world. Link it to the acceleration point. Throw it! Drive like the wind! Like the wind? Let's just sit back and watch, shall we? Holy crap. Oh, can we restart that, please? Yeah, there we go. Now we have an actual race. We're just going in this straight line. But I'm still faster than you, though. Yeah, how does second place feel, buddy? How does second place feel? Watch him drive right off the freaking edge. Goodbye! Looks like we got an admittedly fairly simple racing game on our hands. There's one last thing we need to do before we finish this step. We should allow players to retry the game after someone reaches the finish line. To the finish line we go. Call up a timer node on. Okay, middle timer. Okay. There you go. Whoa. So, you're gonna have to give me a second. Take your time. I was sleeping during the last lesson. Now you expect me to run right off the bat? You want me to be your timekeeper? A little concentration wouldn't hurt if you want me to be your timekeeper. As I told you time and time and again, you must schedule me in advance. Duly noted. Okay then. Connect the timer node on to the touch sensor node on. Now call up a retry node on. Retry game. Chicka chicka. Skippy doo da. Skippity doo wah wah. Show wah da 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 wah. Did you just call me up? Yes, we did. You heard me singing, didn't you? Ooh, that's really embarrassing. If only I could undo that. It was pretty good. Especially if enhanced with my voice. It's a nice little enhancement there. Ugh, if only I could turn back time. Okay. And now we're going to connect you to the timer node on for the output. Let's try it out. Oh crap, he got his head start on me. But I'm still winning! Ha 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 ha. There we go. Wow, you got a good start on me actually. But I'm still faster than you. Ha ha ha. You can never get enough of a good hated race, huh? Yeah, eat my dust, Blue. Okay. No. And here we have the end of yet another step. Step 2 is finito. I guess that must be some language for Finnish. Congratulations, you've outdone yourself. Not half bad. Job's good. In this session, we made the finish line and an opponent. Those are fundamentals for any racing game. Next time, we're going to come up with a way to evaluate who wins. We'll really need to get into the nitty-gritty, so look forward to that. See you in the next step. Finding the winner. Okay, let's begin. Hey there, Terence. Wow, he's got a huge lead on me. Remember how we made ourselves finish line and our opponent last time? We may have gotten the game to recognize when a car reaches the goal, but since it's the same effect triggers no matter what, no matter who gets in first, we have a slight problem. We got no idea who won. So in this session, we're going to add a way to evaluate who wins. Okay, first let me beat this sucker again. Yeah, eat my dust, Blue. Now we've got the touch sensor at the finish line already checking for the cars. And it'll react as soon as either car touches it, which is a problem. Let's give it an upgrade so that it can tell the difference between the player and opponent's cars. The next set of instructions could be a tad tricky, so you want to pay careful attention. Okie dokie. Start by calling fancy object node on for a Joy-Con R. Calling R. When the shape of one Joy-Con is enough to make your picture the other, you know you got a winner in the design apartment. This fancy object node on will be what lets us tell the cars apart. Okay. Oh my. Is it time to teach Terence my party trick? Shrink the fancy object node onto the car's size. Okay. Now link to you. Okay. Next, we'll want open the fancy object node on settings. Okay. Now under connection point set both own connections points and target connection point to center. Okay. Close the detailed settings screens. Now next in properties into enable movable only. That made our fancy object disappear. Okay, could you please close the settings screens? I'm invisible now. Well, there's hardly anything fancy about that. Though I admit I do feel kind of enigmatic. That there is our answer. Linking an invisible fancy object node on is the tricky technique I wanted to teach you. But we still got a long road ahead of us. Let's zoom over to the finish line. Would you mind opening the touch node on settings? Enable Joy-Con R to check what? Joy-Con R. Okay. Under check 1. Oh. Okay, now close the settings. I might be invisible, but I can tell. I see only cars, but I feel the presence of Joy-Con R is right there. Meet. That means instead of looking for cars, the touch sensor node on is now checking for the Joy-Con R fancy object. We'll need to see how it turns out. Let's take a look. Oh. First, we'll leave the controls and wait for the opponent to reach the end. Here, I'll let you win. There we go. Our opponent made it to the finish line, but nothing happened. Okay, let's try racing to finish yourself. Yeah, we already did that. Yes, what a finish! The crowd is going wild! Yes, they are. And it looks like the effect triggered nicely as soon as we hit the finish line. Yep. This is because we weren't checking for cars, but for the Joy-Con R connected to the player's car. Yep. We weren't looking for invisible cars, for visible cars, but an invisible Joy-Con R fancy object. I like to call this the hidden fancy. Yeah, cute. That was the secret technique I wanted to teach you. Well, for this stuff at least. Next up, we need to make a hidden fancy for our car. Yep. Yep. Copy you. Open the settings. And select change appearance Joy-Con. Yeah. Okay. And close the settings. And then we'll put you next to here while shrinking you. There we go. Just like that. And connect you to the car. Now we have a hidden fancy connected to the opponent's car, and it's different than the one connected to the player. Let's head over to the finish line now. Here we'll be making a fet for when your opponents cross the finish line. Copy the touch sensor node on, okay? And move it slightly off to the side. This should make it easier to connect things. Now open the settings and set it to L. Enable only L. Close the settings. There we go. There's a Joy-Con L around here somewhere, and I don't like it. Oh, wow, he really hates Joy-Cons, I see. Okay. Well, aren't you quite the bully? Call up effect node on failure and put it in the blue frame. Effects failure. Did that thing just said failure? Good to see you. I hear you need the effect when it all goes wrong. Speaking of wrongs, I got a little joke for you, if I can remember. Right? Let's see, it was something about 2 wrongs and a right turn and... Well, it just goes to show you that a failure effect can come in real handy sometimes. And now we gotta connect you to here. To trigger. Now the failure effect will play when our opponent crosses the finish line. Time to see it in action, I'd say. Sure. Damn. That was the failure effect? Okay. Here you go. I'll play again. Damn. Really captures a feeling of disappointment, doesn't it? Yeah, I can say so. Now we got a party cookie when the player wins and a failure effect when the opponent wins. But here's the thing. It'll still technically play once we do hit it, though. And they kind of overlap each other. We need something to be more definitive. We can find out which cars made it to the finish line, but as things are now, if both cars were assigned to party popper and failures go off at the same time, yep, we won't be able to work out who actually won. But never fear, I have the perfect plan. Evaluating the winner might be a teensy bit of a challenging side. So I'm going to do it best to lay it out for you in the clearest way possible. We'll tackle this part in 2 stages. What happens when we win, and what happens when we lose. Since this could get confusing, it'll be easier if we add comments to help us remember which is which. That's where the comment node on comes in. Go to middle, program, layout, and comment. Comment. Comment node on at your humble service. Comment node on. I have the most terrible memory myself, always jotting things down to to jot the old brain cells. That being said, dear Terence, if you have anything you need to comment to text, just give the word and I'll be happy to transcribe you for you. Let's enter a comment now. First, new the countdown here and enlarge it. Here you go. Now up at the settings. Select edit to begin what you want to enter. Something like win. Or you know what? Just to reference big rigs, to reference the big rigs thing, we're gonna put this. Or maybe they're not gonna accept that. But we'll see. If any of you see the Angry Video Game Nerd episode, you will know this immediately. Or watch his Big Rigs episode. Not yet. There we go. Hey, you know what? Then we gotta put a exclamation point right there too. Yep, I'm done. Your winner. We can close the settings now. Unlike the very capable text object node on, I'm afraid I don't display anything on the game screen. In fact, unlike the others, I don't really do much of anything at all. However, I can help you understand fears more clearly, Terence. Then I have more of a serve people. However, if I can help you understand things more clearly, Terence, then I have more than serve my purpose. Jeez, learn to read. Oh, what a kind soul. Okay, what's next? Copy the comment node on and place the blue frame. Open the settings now. And something lines blues. Okay. Instead of your winner, we're gonna put the opposite of that. Your loser. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. There we go. All done. Good stuff. Can you close the settings now? Sure thing. So we'll be using this area to program the winning behavior, and this behavior for the losing behavior. Yes, I can see now. Your comments are truly inspiring. If I may be so bold, I would like to express my opinion in verse. Did you win or did you lose? One must never too confuse. A comment always pays its dues. Okay, that's pretty clever, actually. Nice rhymes right there, buddy. Maybe you should become a rapper someday. It's true. Leaving clear and concise comments is really what programming's all about. Okay, looks like we're all set. Now for the meat of the evaluation. When we talk about winning and losing, what we really mean is who makes it to the finish first, the player or the opponent. Let's add a couple of flag nodes on and we'll use one that switches when the player gets to the end. And another that switches when the opponent gets to the end. Call up a flag node on and put it in the blue frame. Here we go. Wake me up when the player finishes first. And call up one more flag node on. Oh, okay, so we can't copy you. Okay. Wait, the opponent finish first? No. I really need for another nap. Okay, that's 2 flag node on done. Now let's get to work on flag node on's trigger. It needs to turn on when the player finishes first. This sounds obvious, but what does the player finishing first really mean? It means that the player reached the finish line and the opponent didn't. So we need to check for those 2 things at the same time. Good thing we got just a node on for the job. It's the AND node on. Okay. Nah. And we'll want to connect AND node on to the on port of the flag. Okay, good to go. Just gonna snooze till the player arrives first. Reporting for duty. Tell you what, young Terence. You sort out some inputs for me and we'll see. And we can see about getting this show on the road. Let's get to that then. There are 2 things we want to input and node on with. One is that the player has finished, and the other is that the opponent has not. See how the touch sensor node on is checking whenever the player has reached the finish line? Connect you to the AND node on, input 2. Player reaching the finish? I can check for that, and now let's input the part where the opponent not being able to finish. Actually, didn't we call up another node on to switch on when the opponent got to the finish first? Yon, was someone talking about me? How'd you know? Were your ears burning? I can feel a cough coming around because I'm talking too much. We don't want to get the connectors all tangled up, so we can start linking those with the wormhole entrance and exit node on. Call up wormhole node on. Okay, program layout, wormhole entrance. Okay, nice. Now let's link you to the adjacent flag node on. Okay. This is entrance A, over. Ready to port when the opponent reaches the finish first. And then we gotta call up Mr. Exit now. Okay. This is Exit A, copy that. Ready to output when the opponent reaches finish first. Now we can call a not node on and place it in the blue frame. And not. Aye. Mind connecting wormhole exit and not node on for me? Input. The not node on will output the opposite of whatever you put in, so it's going to output whenever the opponent is not at the finish line. Connect the not on to the import of the and on. Okay. Opponent not reached the finish line, eh? Well, no worries. The player reached the finish line and the opponent has not. When these two conditions are satisfied, our flag node on friend will wake up. Yeah, totally got your back. And that's our win condition. The player has arrived at the finish line while our opponent has not. We'll have to adjust the party popper effect node on a bit. Okay, deleting connection. Let's move the party over a bit. Okay, we're over here. And then we'll link you to you. Okay, to trigger. Still with me? Yep. Next, we'll work on getting the flag node on to turn on when the opponent finishes. Oh, I forgot to mention. This could take a while, so I hope this doesn't wear you out too much. If you're feeling tired, maybe take a short break. The next part is going to be an exact mirror of the last one. Still, it won't be too difficult. Right, so what do we mean by the opponent finish first? We mean the opponent reached the finish line at any time before the player. So we have to check for those two things at the same time. And yep, you guessed it. We need another and node on. Yep. For logic. There we go. Connect the and node on the port to the flag node on beside it. Okay. So let me know the opponent gets here first. See how the touch sensor node on is checking whenever the opponent has reached the finish line? Connect you to there. Opponent reaching the finish line, I can check for that. And now let's try inputting the part about the player not being able to finish. We're going to teleport to the flag node on's output. Put about the player finishing first. Call up wormhole node on. Program layout. Entrance. Okay, looks like we'll have to change your connection point too. To B, yep. Then closing. Then collect wormhole entrance node on to the flag node on. Like this. There we go. Call on the exit node on. Exit. Then gonna change you to B. Or we could have also just copied the... Oh, no, we couldn't. Then change you to B. There we go. This is exit B, Roger. Wilco. Ready to output when the player finishes first. Then call up a not node on. Then logic to not. And collect the wormhole node on to the not node on. There we go. The not node on reverses the input, so it'll send a signal when the player has not finished. Ho ho ho! Then connect you here. Alright, carbon copy of what we had before. Then I think we're gonna have to move this effect over here and then connect you here. The opponent reached the finish line and the player has not. When these two conditions are satisfied, the flag nodon will wake up. No need to rush. Shh. And there we have it. Our lose condition is established when our opponent arrives at the finish line first. We'll adjust the failure effect nodon tab now. Yep. Then move you here. Then link the flag to you. Okay. And last but not least, we'll need to create a retry feature for when one of the cars wins the race. Select the retry nodon and drag it here. And select the timer nodon, move it to the blue frame. Erase the connection. Okay, right here. Connect the top flag nodon to the timer nodon. Now collect the bottom flag nodons. There we go. And stick a fork in it because the evaluation for winning is finally done. I think it's time we saw it in action, don't you? Okay. First, let your opponent get to the finish line before you. Well, we were going to do that intentionally. Looks like the failure is working as intended. Okay, good. Now we gotta beat him. There we go. And that'll be one time too many. Good job. There goes the pop. Thanks. I'll let you drive around to make sure it's only E to the pop. Thanks. Okay. And once you're done checking, head to the program screen. Alright, all good. Cue the fanfare. Step 3 has come to a close. Yeah, that was quite the beefy step right there, I must say. Listen, I know this step may have dragged on a bit, but look. We nailed the core element of the race. The part that determines who wins and who loses. There's no way we would have seen the past 5 games to completion if it weren't for your dedication. Huge kudos to you, Terence. Yep, thank you. I think the only tricky thing would probably be figuring out the Z and Y axis stuff. We're going to be working on the race course. Seeing how hefty this step has been, the next one should be a breeze in comparison. Alright then, see you in the next step. Alice's Guide Update. Finding a winner. Distinguishing between objects of the same type and finding a winner. Yep, just in case we all have a hard time figuring out certain things. We have Alice's guides here. Okay. Let's make the race course, shall we? About halfway through the thing. No. There we go. Hi, Terence. Hey, Bomb. Dude. Last time we made a way to evaluate who wins the race. That was a challenge, wasn't it? It was a little bit dragged on, but it wasn't too hard. But it was worth it because it made our racing game that much more race-like. Now for this step, we're going to design one of the most crucial elements of a racing game, the race course. It's not much fun if you're going to drive in a straight line after all. Yep, that's true. Call up a box object node on. Okay, box. Oh, good. Now open the settings node on we just placed. We want the size to be -40. Okay, X size to be .40. Then the Y size to be 0.40. And the Z size to be 10. There we go. Boom. Oh, and could you change the Y position to 0.20? Okay. 0.20. In properties, we just need to make visible and solid. Excellent. Close the settings now. Oh, wow. Holy crap, you just expanded without really telling us. Yep, building the wall, are you? You may want to copy me a bunch. Could save yourself a ton of effort. Okay, let's start building the left wall. Well, using copy. Okay. Oh, you want me to stretch you out a bit more? There we go. Okay, then copy. Right there. 2 more times. Don't worry, I got it. Once more. Oh, wow, that actually led us all the way there. Okay. There, the left wall is complete. Whoa, straight as an arrow. It's almost like you've done this before. Of course I have. I can't find anything negative to say. Time for a quick check on the game screen. Yep, that's the left side is shaping up quite nicely. Damn, okay. I'm not losing to a bot. That's only going one direction. Okay. Now for this wall. Now for this wall up to the right. We want to place it so it forms a corner. We can take pieces from the straight wall and place in cement intervals. Copy the topmost one. There we go. Go. Then copy you. Let's move it a bit. Copy again. Yep. There we go. Oh, I think I know what you're doing. Now we're gonna create some diagonal walls. Select the object node on and copy it. Now we're going to rotate it. Okay. Now we're going to do some rotating. I'm feeling very obliquate, you know? And then copying you. Okay. Okay, this isn't going to be the most complex design we're going to be doing. Okay. And then we'll copy it, and we'll shift the angle. Nice, nice. Okay, how about you? Yeah. It's like I'm playing a puzzle game. That's okay. And presto, that's our course. You're itching to try it out, aren't you? Me too. Okay, okay. Wow, it's still wow. Wow, I was going to check if the thing could keep moving or not, but I guess not. If the thing can actually turn or not, but I guess not. Okay. I was trying to be merciful. We're well on track of capturing the feel of a real racing game. Yes, we are. I take you on the trial of our new custom course. Well, go ahead. What are you waiting for? Just head back to practicing once you had your fill of the thrill. Yeah, well, let's go and let the opponent win. I mean, the guy's literally just going in one freaking wall, and he still practically wins. Okay, that's enough. Woo, I think we're done for. Time to check step 4 off the list. Fine craftsmanship. Must be tea time now. Seems like a good idea. With our course all laid out, we're now even closer to the final product. Next time we should do something about our narrow-minded opponent. Also, hello Jose, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And we're playing Game Builder Garage, and we're making a racing game. Think we can program our rival to outwit us? We shall. See you in the next step. Autonomous Auto. And as for me, I'm doing fine. Good to see you again, Terence. Last time we built our race course we built our race course last time, if you recall. By the way, have you got a sec to take a look at our rival vehicle? Oh, I was too careless. Just restart the level with retry and we can watch him do its thing. No need to touch the controls. I just wanted to inch it a little bit for him. Yeah, we see him. Yeah, he's literally just only going in one direction, and he still wins. You don't need to do anything, just watch the opponent. It goes straight forward and slams headfirst into a wall. It's an overly aggressive way of tackling things, if you ask me, but I like its spirit. But should be able to steal around corners, should it? Yes, it should. Which brings us to the theme of this step. We want to get this one-trick pony back on track so they can navigate the curves of the course. if you really want to impress your friends, you can tell them you're programming a fully autonomous driving AI. Are you ready? Then let's get this AI show on the road. Since the star of the show is our opponent, tracking them with the camera will make it much easier for us to see what's going on. Could you remove the connection between the player, your node on, and the car on for me? Okay, fine. Now connect you to things. Here. Let's go see how it works. Good, the camera's chugging along right behind them. We also get a good view of the inevitable accidents. Okay, we're good. Okay, roll up your sleeves because it's time to teach this car how to navigate the race course. First, we need to make it turn automatically at the first bend. The question is, how exactly do we make it turn right? We're going to make sure that it turns right whenever it sees a wall ahead. And for that, we need a touch sensor node on. Okay. Sensor, touch. Okay. Gotta make you big. Yeah, okay. Oh, too big. There we go. Too big. Okay. There you go. Now open the settings. The Y size will need to say 0.40. Okay. 0.4 under connection point. Set connection points to C plus and C minus. Perfect. Now close the settings. Output when touched. We're crashing into walls now. No, we're helping you look out for it. Meep. And touching you to blue one. We also want to connect to the steering wheel point. Okay. Now, if there's a wall in the way, the car will turn right when the toucher sensor hits it. Looking forward to see this in action. Breaking news. Now it's just constantly turning right now. That's Bob. This is Bob reporting back to you, Bob. So after that turn, we need to turn left, don't we? But before that, first we should make it we should make it easier to tell exactly when the touch sensor is reaching something. Call number object node on and put it in the blue frame. Number object. Let's edit the settings. Under properties, enable visible and movable. Set the whole number to 1. And the Y size to 40. Okay. 2.40. Okay. There you go. Good stuff. Now close the settings. Now link up the view with the car node on. And connect the touch sensor node on. Touch and count. You want me to display whenever this touch sensor node on is outputting a signal, right? Yeah, it would be great to know. Great if you can let Terence know. Now you can see the number that the touch sensor node on outputs on the game screen. Let's take a look. One, 2. Now we know the exact moment that the touch sensor saw it. The object node on can be really handy. You can use it to get all sorts of numbers that would normally be hidden to show up on the game screen. Remember though, we're only using this number John, to make the programming process easier. So we'll be saying goodbye to it once we're finishing. Okay, so it turns 1 once it hits the wall, and then it hits the wall the second time it turns 2. Or when it turns too much, it looks like. Now, it's finally time to make the car turn left and right automatically. In order to do that, we need to attach not 1, but 2 sensors to the front of the car. The sensor for turning right goes on the front left, and the one for turning left goes on the front right. First of all, we have to change the connection. We have to change the connection of the current touch sensor node on and move it a little to the left. Start by deleting the connection between the touch sensor node on and the call node on. Okay, this one. Now shift you to the left. Next, we'll want to call up the spear object node on and put it in front of the car node on. Spear. Time to poke around in the settings. Under property, set to movable only. Under connection point, set on connection types to Z plus and Z minus. Perfect. Close settings. Close the settings. Now let's connect our spear and check node on to the car node on. Oh, yep, can't see nothing, but I'll do my part. Next, open the touch sensor node on settings. And then set the connection points to X minus and X plus and minus. And target connection. Oh, X plus, then X minus. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go, nice. Link the touch node onto a spherical friend. Oh, this one. Here you go. And just like that, we place the sensor for turning right on the front left of the car. Let's make sure it works. Hopefully it works. Okay, yep, seems to work. Let's head back. Next, we'll get to work on getting the car to turn left. Copy the touch sensor node on and place it on the opposite side. Okay. Then gonna have to adjust its axes and angles. under connection point, set on connection point to X plus, and then to minus. Close the settings. And then link U with the touch screen too. So we're going to bump into walls on the right, right? This all seems very wrong. Of course, it'll be great. Great if we can use this touch node on its output for turning left. If we want to turn left, we'll have to input a negative number into put a negative number into the steering wheel point. Positive for turning right, negative for turning left. Them's the brakes. In order to turn the touch sensor node on's output into a negative number, we'll need our old pal calculator node on to crunch some details. Call up a subtraction node done. Okay. There we go. I will turn the art of steering into the joy of numbers. You are welcome. Alright. Erase the connection from the car node on the steering point. Connect the touch sensor node on the left to the calculation node on. Okay. Input 1. And then take the right, put 2. To finish up, connect the calculator's node on to the steering wheel thing. There we go. You're really good at this, my friend. You're getting really good at this, my friend. I'm just doing what I'm told. We should use the number object node on to show us the number set to the steering wheel port. Erase the connector, your thing. There we go. Instead, we're gonna link you to the number thing. Allow me to present the results of calculation received by the steering wheel port. And it's done. You've really actually programmed the self-turning car. Wow. Let's see it in action. Feast your eyes. Turns left, negative. It turns left. Look, no hands. And did that just by moving. Okay, so that's what it's for. It's like, it's all decided by numbers. Our fully autonomous driving AI is up and running. It's time for us to say well to this view, though. Can't stick around on the opponent's vehicle forever. Lastly, we'll move the camera back to where it was. Okay, bye-bye. And back to our car. And we'll take a look at all the awesomeness you made. Come on, buddy. Here, I'll give you a head start. There you go. Okay. Oh, he almost ran into me. Ha 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 ha. Wanted to give him a chance. I can't believe you programmed a self-driving car that goes around the course by itself. It was all thanks to your steps as well. What a tremendous achievement. We got an exciting race pretty much at the back at this point. Time to head back. Okay, So there we have it. Step 5 is done and dusted. Your efforts have been registered. Smooth moves, Racer. Superbs. You did great. So this time we made a fully autonomous driving AI. Yeah, I wonder if we can do that in that tag battle game. We can make him fully autonomous. Isn't it smashing just to see it run around like clockwork? That's one of the best things about programming. Next time we're gonna work on the start of the race to help raise the suspense. With a countdown. I can't wait. Wait, see you soon. There we go. Nice. Yep. Really nice refresher on there. Alright, chat. I have to go to another idle meeting again, so I will be right back and we can start the next step. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I wasn't gone for too long. Alright then, now to move on to our next 3 steps. Hey there. Last time we made an amazing self-driving car, and it was amazing. AI could be a bit more polished, but that's okay. You'll be racing against the very artificial intelligence that you designed. How exciting is that? Today we're going to be raising the suspense at the start line. How do we do that? By embedding a countdown sequence to the program screen. On your marks, get set. Go, go, go. Well, like I said, it would have been better if you could say, on your marks, get set, program. Something like that. We want the countdown to start when the game begins. That means we'll need a nodon to tell us when the game has started. For this, we'll have the onStart nodon. What the crap? Go to input. Select onStart. OnStart, okay, you. Hey, I'm the onStart nodon, and I'll tell you when the game starts. Yay! OnStart nodon. You can, handle the rest. The onStart nodon only ever inputs a signal when the game has begun. After that, their job's pretty much done. They live for that one moment. Nothing else matters. But they're happy with that, so good for them. Ah, I see, I see. So you're pretty much like that one song from The Weeknd, apparently. Live your life for that one moment, and then try to make that moment the best moment of your life. Oh yeah, for those who don't know what the Weeknd song I'm talking about, it's called The Hills. There's a specific lyric that says exactly that. Although I can't really sing that whole song on stream, otherwise I'd get copyright claims. As well as a strike. But now I'm bored. Next, we'll call up an effect nodon with a countdown effect. Okay. Effects. Countdown. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna connect you two, aren't we? I'm up, I'm awake. Clean out your earwax, cause I got a little countdown joke for you. Picture this. Big day. Massive rocket on a launch pad. All systems go. Pilot's on her coffee break. She asks the control room, say, what time's the launch again? Several voices answer together, 10. Panic with a loudspeaker, what? We started? Oh no. 9, 8, 7. Get it? Because she was asking about the time? I can't. Anyway, if we can connect the on nodon onto the effect nodon, we'll get the countdown as soon as we can. But maybe it's a little too sudden to have it count down right from the get-go. Let's use the timer nodon to give us a quick breather before then. Okay. Here you go. Excuse me? You can't just call without an appointment. For starters, I need to mentally prepare. Yeah, imagine mentally preparing. Exactly. The player needs time to mentally prepare. Which is why we need the timer. We're nodon's excellent timekeeping. Ugh, you really know how to twist my arm. Could you connect the onStart nodon and timer nodon together? Yep. in the time in YouTube. Time to see if it worked. 2, 1, go. Yep, it worked, but the thing kind of cheated, though. Our AI kind of cheated. Did you notice the problem? Our AI started before us. No one's just going to wait for us just because they're programmed in effect. Let's make sure that the car doesn't drive off during the countdown sequence. We can start by entering how much time we want the car to stop moving for. The effect node on will have a 3-second countdown, so we should have a 3-second pause here too. Call up a timer node on and put it in a blue frame. Okay? Open the settings. For output, how about seconds? Okay. 3. Good, now close the settings. Mind linking the 2 timer node-ons? Like this. We can have a flag node-on, remember when the countdown ends. Okay. And the flaggy. Link the timer node-on's output. Put to the on. Wake me up when the countdown's over. We'll be using the flag node-on for a whole bunch of things, actually. Best if we link it to a wormhole entrance node-on and use a wormhole exit node-on to get the info. Okay. Wormhole entrance. Oh, we'll have to change your thing too. And then we'll connect you here. Yep. To C. Okay. There we go. Just entrance C over. Ready and waiting for the end of Operation Countdown. Looks like we're all set. Okay, next on our plate is getting the cars to stay still until the countdown is over. We'll tackle the player's car first. We'll need to stop all inputs to the acceleration port. First, we need to know whenever or not the countdown is still going. And there we go. Wormhole exit. Oh yeah, can we just change your settings to C too? Since we already know what they're doing. Yep, way ahead of you on that. Exit C, ready to report the end of the countdown on the second. The wormhole exit know-how won't output a signal until the countdown ends. If the signal isn't being outputted, then effectively it means the number is 0. Multiply that with the number going into the accelerate port, and we can stop a signal going into the port until the countdown ends. Erase the connection between the car node-on's acceleration port and subtraction point. Okay. Call up the multiplication calculator node-on and drop it in the frame. Okay, that's you. Okay. Link the wormhole effect node-on to input 1. Link the subtraction node-on to its input here. And now connect the multiplication 1 to the car node-on's acceleration point. Okay. Yep, right here. Now, no matter how hard you try, the accelerator won't budge until the countdown ends. Let's make sure it definitely doesn't move. Okay. Yeah, that just gave my opponent a huge-ass advantage. But I still won, though. Okay. But we also need to stop our opponent's car in his tracks, don't we? Yes, we do. It's much easier to do this for our opponent. We can get rid of the constant node on now. Okay. Bye-bye, buddy. Instead, we'll call up a wormhole exit node on and put it in the blue frame. Open wormhole ID settings to C. Okay. Okay, now close the settings. But wait, how do we get the thing to actually drive, though? Without the constant. Oh, we connect you to that acceleration point. Okay. And now our opponent's car should wait patiently until the countdown's finished. Is it going to work? Let's find out. There we go. Looks like it really waited until the countdown finishes. Ha ha ha. I'll give you a bit of a head start. Also, your turning's a little bit delayed there. I think that's all we need to do for the initial countdown. Let's head back to the program screen. Hey, guess what? We finished step 6. No way, you did it. Well done. Good ones. All this counting down's it's really been up my alley. So this time we made a countdown to build tension before the race. It's feeling more and more like a real racing game. Next time we'll be adding a little secret to the course. We'll also be tidying up our program so others can play around with it. Okay, see you in the next step. Making a countdown. Crafty teleporting. Oh, wow, okay. 2, 1, go! Hi, Terence. Hey, Bob. Last time we made a countdown to liven up the start of the race. I think it's already feeling like a real racing game, but we can polish it even more by adding a little secret and cleaning up our programming. First, select. What kind of secret we'll be adding? Well, that's a secret. Just kidding. We'll be making a teleport shortcut behind the starting line. Anyone who knows it's there can just zip to the goal in no time flat. It's the ultimate cheat. Huh? You want to know why we've been adding something like that? Hey, every game needs a secret or two up its sleeve. Come on, let's pull up teleport node on object. Okay. Teleport entrance. As the river finds the sea, so skips the programmer from A to B. I feel wiser already. Can you open the settings? Disable visible. And from teleport, what? Enable car only. Great, now close the settings. The car shall be carried through the void. I have willed it. To give players an indication, we'll call a hoop fancy object node on. Other fancy objects. Hoop. Okay. Open the settings, please. Copy these to visible. Set the wide position to 0.60. 0.60. Boom. And the X minus rotation to 90. 90. No, not 9.0. Cancel. Okay, 90. Nice. Now go close the settings. We'll check on the other end. Teleport now. Call up teleport exit node on. To the port. Exit. Animal or mineral, all can be made to manifest via the void. Open the settings. Disable visible. Nice. Now close the settings now. And that's it for our little secret. Time to test it out. Yeah, while you're going forwards, I'm cheating. We done it. A quick lap through the space-time. So there you go. It'd be fun to sneak a few hidden little extras like these. Think about it when you're off making your own games. In a way, that's also a bit sneaky too. Now to tidy up our program so that others can play around with it too. We put out a few things to help us while we program. But let's go ahead and remove the stuff we won't want in our finished version now. Let's say goodbye to you. Yep, bye-bye. Open the left touch sensor node on. Okay. Disable visible. Good, now close settings. Yep, we know. Just to make you invisible too. Super close, close the settings. And now for the test run. See our opponent's car? Well, it looks a lot cleaner without the touch center node, doesn't it? Yeah. Come back when you're done looking at that. Okay, looks like we're done here. Step 7 is a wrap. Well, huh? Yes, fine, great job, gorgeous. Boom, you're cruising it. To sum up, we added a hidden warp tunnel. And we cleared up our program so that others can play around with it. At this point, Thrill Race is almost done. Almost. Next, we'll be applying the finishing touches. You'll be able to add your own personal flair to it, Terence. See you soon. Okay, just the BGM, seriously? Hello. We're here at the final step of our thrill race. Are you excited? Last time we cleaned up our program to make it easier for other people to mess around with if they want to. This time you get to give your game some of your own personal charm. Buckle up because we're rolling on to the program screen. I'm letting you take the reins on a couple things here, Terence. Namely, the appearance and background music. First, let's set the background music from output. Put background music node on. BGM. Yeah. Driving to the heat. Feeling the heat. Feel the thrill with the beat. Don't just play the game, make the game, yeah! Let the burning of the tires lighten up your desires. It's time to win with the program in. Yeah! Open the settings, please. Okay, we need to get some racing going on here. Set the theme to rivalry. Oh wow, we making a freaking Euro beat here. Now there's a track that'll really rev up your racing spirit. Close the settings. Ideally, we want the music to start playing after the countdown. Connect the flag node onto the background node on the music's play port. Flag is on. I'm sure you're reading my mind. We have to check this. 2, 1, go! Do. Although I don't think this is a good for a desert theme race though. But it's pretty good though. Here, I'll even use the secret too. But you know, I think we use a bit more with it. Let's really shape it into something special. You'll notice that aside from the play port, the background music node has two other ports. The first of these is the speed port. We can use to change the speed that the time music plays at. If you input any number to 1 into the speed port, the song will play faster. While any number below 1 will slow it down. Let's just see if we can slow our music down. Try. Call up a constant node on and drop into the background music. Okay. Okay, constant. There we go. Open its settings. To 0.95. 0.95. 0.95. That closes the settings. So, 0.95 understood. The value you will be 0.95 and 0.95 will stay. Before we connect the constant node onto the speed point, there's something we need to do first. And hello, Game 2 Dan. YT, welcome to the stream. Open the background node on setting and listen to the track's normal speed. What you're hearing now is the song's default speed. Just listen to it for a moment. Got a feeling? Waiting for the pace, then close the settings. I mean, I could practically just stay here and just listen to the whole damn thing all day. Just need a quick sip of my drink. Now connect the concert node onto the background music's speed port. Speed. Oh, time to chill out for the thrill out. Now let's see. What do you think? Now the song plays slower, everything seems more mellow now, doesn't it? So yeah, this is how you change the speed of a song, by feeding input signals to the speed port. When you're all done, check and close the settings. Okay. And yeah, I already know that. Yes. And the music is slowing down. Now the stage is set. All that's left for you to add those finishing final touches, Terence. You can play around with the cars, give the course an overhaul. Change the music. And of course, feel free to adjust the speed to your liking too. Let me know once you're satisfied with your result. You can also do so by hitting the done button. Off you go. Start programming. Well, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is change the color of these walls, because white is a little too plain and basic. Although this is gonna take some time though. As for what color? You know, since we have like a desert theme here, let's go with brown. Whoops. No. Okay. Thank you. Okay, brown. Just so you can blend in with the sand a bit more. We're not going to completely overhaul this though, because that would be way too much work. I'd be stuck here forever. So I think that's going to be like the only changes I'm going to be making. And we'll start with this side too. There we go. Because I have to admit, doing all that stuff was a lot of work. There we go. And change you to brown. Okay. Looking good so far, looking good so far. Although those little black parts are starting to sneak out a little bit though. Okay. Okay. Not done yet. Okay. Then I think you need to be brown too. At least I think you do. Yep. Yeah, usually when you put things down, it defaults to white. Oh, is this too confusing for you, Jose? There we go. And now for you. And brown. There we go. Well, keep the, well, at least keep the finish line white, though, just to give it a bit more distinction. Okay. The new brown, yep. Okay. There we go. And brown more. Yep. Okay, we did you right. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. Take a look at everything. 2, 1, go! Do. Now we're looking more detailed now. And now we're gonna drive backwards. Ha 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 ha. We're not gonna get this guy a chance. But you know, we're gonna let him win one. We'll let him win one. It's too easy for us. Here, I'll let you get your win in. And that'll be the only one you're gonna get. There you go. Okay, we're all done now. Yep. Looks like you're all done, eh? Yips. Okay, show me the fruits of your labor, Terence. Show me a thrill racer like no other. Here we go. What a game. It's got Terence written all over it. I know, right? You know what this means, right? That means Thrill Racer is done. What an incredible achievement. This calls for the trip back to the program screen. Enjoy our fanfare chat. 3, 2, 1, let's go racing. Exciting, isn't it? I will spread the world far and wide through resonant frequencies. How come you get all these advancing fancy objects? Caught in the split sweep and known on with nothing but passion. Gameplay check, style check, final verdict check. Standing for Terence's glorious victory. You stuck it up for all those tricky steps and brought this game to completion. Well, it's about 2 hours in already. There's so much untapped potential in you, Terence. Never let anyone hold you back. It looks like you only got one more lesson to go now. I have a sneaking suspicion that this one's going to lift your considerable skills into new heights. I can't wait to see what sort of ideas you'll come up with. But first, let's add racing game to my games list. And now it's back to the menu. Ciao for now. There we go. Nice. Congratulations on getting Thrill Racer the gold. Great job making it this far. You know, I thought you might have a gift for this kind of thing right from the get-go, and now you're proving it now. Alrighty, let's add the completed game to my games list. Now you've completed Thrill Racer. Let's see if you can get some of your friends to try it out. Don't tell them about the secret, though. Let them figure it out for themselves. Alright then, the next lesson will be the final one. It's the very last time we'll be collaborating in an interactive lesson, so be sure to savor it. Okay, I'll let you go and wait for you in lesson 7. See you there. Head on over when you're done playing Thrill Racer. Now I'm good. Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah, this is our tag showdown game that we made earlier in the stream. I mean, not earlier, but earlier when we start our stream series. The most basic thing ever. Oh. Here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. There we go. And now let's go ahead. Alright, hurry up and get us with your checkpoint already. Of course you don't want us to get to the lesson already. Accelerate and reverse. Hey, Terence. You tackled quite a few these checkpoints by now, Terence. In fact, this is the last one. Get ready for your final checkpoint challenge. Accelerate and reverse. Okay, looks like we'll have to... connect you to you and connect you to the car. Oh. Okay. Oh, I think I might have to do... I think I might have gotten the connection wrong. Alright. Accelerate. One and you. Okay. There we go. Simple enough. Drawing distinctions. Okay. Okay, looks like we'll have to do some real fancy programming here. Okay. Oh, no. Because I have a feeling that our... Oh. Well, it's not like it tells us which car, though. It'd be funny if we just set this to anything, and it'll just detract it, though. Yeah. Oh, I think... Oh, actually, how about we adjust you to soccer ball? Oh, no, how about just soccer ball only? There you go. And then let's see if we can adjust you. Yep, just a car. Then I think we can probably also connect you to something too. Okay. There we go. How about we also put you to car too? Oh, wait, there's a time. Oh, actually, let's adjust your timing too. Golf ball. Oh. It'll sense more than one thing. And then turn off car. And there you go. Oh. I can move. Oh. Oh, wow. I just had that thing solved and I didn't realize I can move the bastard. Okay. Okay. I got it now. Okay. There you go. Ah. Okay. No, damn it. I didn't want your freaking help. No. No, return to the puzzle. I had the damn thing solved. Okay. Okay. Cheerleader. No, car. No, not car and cheerleader. Just a cheerleader. Okay. Turn you off. There you go. And... Whoops. Oh. Oh, that thing. What if we change you to cheerleader, and then the other one to car? There you go. And by other one, I mean like the sensor node-ons. There you go. Now the car. We're getting it, though. I think the problem is that the cars are moving too quickly. Like, if I can adjust your speed, that would be a lot easier. Yep, okay. We'll just have you off then. Or better yet... Oh, wait. The fancy object... Oh, okay, I think I know. There we go. I think I got the thing down now. Okay. It was a fancy objects. There we go. Okay. Oh, what does it say for you? Okay, balloon. Okay, okay. We just gotta change you to balloon and thing. Okay. Balloon. And what are you? Golf ball. Okay. Then we gotta adjust you to golf ball. There we go. There we go. Cleared. The invisible nailed on. Judging the victor. Oh. Okay, looks like we have to have some distinctions here. Okay. This one I might have to... For something isn't setting to that, though. A, B, and U. Okay. Looks like I might have to do some... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh yeah, there's almost nothing connecting to freaking F here. To the flag. What about you? And then we'll connect you to D. See if that'll do anything. Damn, okay. Yep, it did. But the problem is the car's moving too fast. Which means I have to probably program the car to be slower. Or not. Or just... Well, that would be a lot easier, of course. Okay. Oh, what if I erase your connection, huh? I guess that would be cheating, I guess, huh? But yeah, I'd say it. Yeah, that's just gonna keep repeating. And the unfortunate thing is... no thanks. Yeah, the thing that's giving me the most trouble is that the car is moving faster than the other things. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe that might be the answer? Oh, wait, that just screwed me up even further. Or maybe you. Oh, maybe I can connect you to here. Hmm. Or, yeah, that might help too. Let's see. Yep. Do-do-do-do. Ha 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 ha. Blazing booties. No fly zone. What does that even mean? Oh, okay. Looks like we gotta program the car to stop moving. Okay, that's gonna be really tricky, actually. Okay. I mean, what if that was the answer? Oh, okay. That just slowed them down and stopped them entirely. But then what? How do I get the other things to... this to break? Oh, I have a feeling that... this might be a bit more complicated than one might suspect. I made the thing fall off the edge. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, oh, nothing's connected to the flag node on. What if I... oh, yeah, wait. Let me disable that connection, actually. That'll put you to accelerate. Alright. 2, 1, go! There we go. Self-driving car. Okay, this is where we're gonna have to do some really fancy programming here. Well, it's not like we can place node-ons here. Okay, the constant is making you... Oh. Then you. Then I think we can... Oh, actually... Yeah. Then object to sphere. Yeah, how many things can I connect to you, actually? Alright, let's see if this works. Nope. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, we gotta connect the boxes here. And input to, and then output it to acceleration. Okay, let's see if that works. Nope. Oh, wait, actually, what if we adjust that to the wheel? Steering wheel. Okay, that barely. Okay. I saw it turn a little bit. Okay, I think... Touching count. How about... we adjust you to the steering wheel, too. The problem is we can't really adjust the position of the node-ons, either. So we can't copy it or delete it. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, actually, I know what to do. Okay, let's start by severing these connections now. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. Okay, let's connect you to the top here. And then connect you to the car. Hey. No. Okay. Wow, that thing is barely even turning. But I think we got it slightly. Well, we don't need anything jumping, so... I'd say we got it just about solved, but it's still not turning, though. I think if we had our... What if we changed the accelerate to accelerate? Yep, there we go. There we go. But now you're just turning in that direction. Okay. Okay. But what if we delete a connection here and see how you turn? Oh, we could just brute force the puzzle. Oh, no, okay. We can't brute force it then. Okay, never mind. Or maybe we don't need the connection at all now that we are all linked together. Let's see. Oh, looks like we still need it. Okay. Okay, input 1. Then you can go to input 2. Okay. Interesting. But what if we adjust the connections? Well, you have you turn, and you can go 1. I'll be then. Oh, looks like the same result. Okay. Okay. But the problem is it's going to keep going to the minus. Okay. Okay. Connect you. Then draw you to 2. It's all good. Okay, still the same result. Okay. Then delete you. That'll be funny if that actually works. Yeah, I want to see how badly this will mess it up. Okay, that was pretty funny, not gonna lie. Yeah. The problem is, it's not distinguishing between the two directions. But what if I get rid of the spear, though? What would happen? Oh, it would just keep drawing straight. Okay. Okay. But I think I saw another thing that I might be able to do. Oh, no. Okay, I can't do that one. Okay. It was quite a try, though. It was worth a try. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think it's also because I have two connections here. What if that's the solution all along? What the fuck? I had that! Okay, okay. Okay, what about you? Okay. Okay. I like your spirit, though. Okay, okay. Alright, what if we put you to input 1? Okay. Come on. There we go. We did it, chat. With that little small crawl right there. Well done finishing that. It's safe to say you know your way around Game Builder Garage. I think you're ready to do some game programming on your own. So, I'm Terence. Next up is your last lesson with Bob, right? It's a big deal. I'm kind of thinking I might want to make an appearance. So, see you in the final lesson. Super Person World, okay. Length about 90 minutes. It was still pretty good on time, actually. Yeah, it was still pretty decent on time. We're about 2 hours and 50 minutes in stream. Which normally we try to do these around 3 hours, but I always kind of underestimate how much progress I can make too. We can make in these. So everything's gonna be all good. But let's see if we can get this wrapped up though. Adding player controls reprise. Hello. Here we are, the final lesson. This is the very last time we'll be working through a lesson together. Hello, hello. Oh, hello? Is it okay if I listen in on the lesson? You won't even know I'm here. I mean, sure. Just be sure you don't get in my way. Yep, just pretend that I'm not here. Okay, on with the lesson. Oh, on with the lesson indeed. The final game we'll be creating is Super Person World. Okay. Really? That? Wow, that's a little bit simple, honestly. It's like a 3D version of your frickin' running game. Let's look at it again. I also kind of like the little Zelda element you got in there, too. It'll be a 3D action game. It'll have you traversing the level, not only left to right, but front to back, too. It's quite a fitting finale for our interactive lesson, don't you think? Okay, let's get programming. First, let's switch to overhead view to make things easier for us. Since we'll be placing objects along the back and forth dimension, that's the Z dimension, it'll be much easier to work if we're looking down. Okay, so if you could change the viewpoint to the Z dimension. Let's get a look at the original floor. Call up world node on. Sekai node on. Finally, the apex, the omega of the interactive lessons. I foresee new awakenings. Open up the world settings in the settings screens. And the world shape to none. Close the settings. Now move the world node on so that it's underneath. Moving on. Since we lost the original floor, we'll need to call up an object node to act as the level's first platform. Ahem, call up the box object node on. Oh, yep. Need my help, do ya? I reckon you'll be needing quite a few lessons from us. Okay, you'll have to make this node as huge as possible. Yep, pretty big enough, honestly. So, open up the object node on settings screen. This one will function as a platform, so for properties, enable visible and solid. Oof, got that cough coming from a while away. Oh, we have material color here. For color, let's go for nice green. Close the settings. We're going to adjust the height of the platform, so switch to the side view to make it easier. Move it downward a bit. Awesome! Now that we're done, let's turn to overhead view. Now let's see how it looks on the game screen. Hey, that's my line! Whew, keep calm, Bob. Okay, time to head over to the game screen. And we got our big green box floating scenery. We'll be arranging a whole set of these platforms to create our level, you see. Hey, enough, stop getting ahead of me. You said you wouldn't be in the way. Oh, sorry, I'll be quiet. We'll see. Next, we'll see. We need to set on a person to serve as our player character. To the program screen. Don't worry. Hey, peeps. Last lesson, eh? Okay, got a cough. I have a cold, by the way. Just your food's been through so much. I'm so proud you chose me to be the hero of your final masterpiece. Thanks. Now we'll need to set up some controls for the person node on. For inputs, of course, stick movements. Left and right. Boing. Move you here. Connect you for left and right. Yep, we know. Okay, button press. Now stick movement. Left and right. Up and down. And then put you right here. Forward and backward, right? Now how about call about node on for B? There we go. Do a jump. Okay, now to check on the game screen. Yep. Shh. Let's set up the camera to make our game easier to play. I mean, you kind of already hit an overhead, so it's not that hard to keep track of them. Call up camera node on. Just point me to the direction, whatever needs cameraing. Hello, I'll be, mostly. Got you covered, no problem. Like this. I'll open up camera node on screen. Settings. Now set the offset distance. It's for... Okay, for 4 for Y and -6 for Z. -6. Okay, now close the settings. Now. Oh, what a great angle. The camera's all set up. On our first step here, chat. It's making a 3D platformer. Are you sure about that? I thought I told you to bone out already. You could make it so that the right stick could control the camera's movement. That's what you hope for a 3D action game, right? Actually, I hadn't really planned to... But it's so cool. Let's give it a try. To the program screen, Terence. Call up stick node on. Don't right stick up and down, please. Wow, she practically just took over your whole lesson. Okay. Up and down. Boing, boing, wee woo. Place the stick node on above. Now connect the stick node to the camera node up down. Okay. By connecting the output of the stick node on to the camera node on port, you'll be able to turn the camera with the control stick. And now let's call the right stick again. Left and right. To camera node ons, horizontal. Yep. Thanks to that, we ought to be able to control the camera's movement with R. Hey, this is my lesson. Let's check out the game screen. Yeah. See that? Did you see that? You moved the camera. Indeed. And that's our person node on's full look right there. Oh, wow. Now we got exactly the kind of camera control you'd expect from a 3D action game. Oh, sorry, I guess I did step on your toes a little bit there. Please, carry on. I mean, I had to admit, controlling a camera with the stick is a pretty cool feature. You actually made the game a little better. Anyway, let's get back on track. We need to make some adjustments to the person node on. So program screen. Open up the settings for the person node on. Okay. First, set the Y minus axis rotation to 180. 180. This will turn the player so they're pointed forward, or that is in the Z direction, plus direction to be precise. While we're at it, let's set the player's color to red. Okay. Oh, really? Actually, to be honest, I think blue would be much nicer. Alice, we talked about this before. You'd stay out of our way. Now, since we can hear ourselves think, let's close the settings screen. Oh, their dynamic is kind of hilarious, actually. Let's see. Dashing red. Blue would have been better, though. Looking good. Set that to play screen. So it seems step 1 is complete. Great job, peeps. Well, nice work. Looks good. Sorry if that was a little longer than expected. We took a bit of a detour along the way, didn't we? I mean, it all worked out, didn't it? Next time, we'll be able to creating a setup to automatically retry when the player falls off the platform. See you in the next step. See you. Nice. Alright then, chat. I think now's a good time to go ahead and end the stream right here. It's about time for me to probably order some dinner right now. I don't think Mom told me how long she was going to be gone, but that's okay. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching and being here. And if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more streams. And if you want to, of course, make sure you hit the bell notification to receive all notifications so you won't miss a stream. Also, if you want to keep track of what I do, make sure you check out all my socials in the description below. And of course, if you do want to support the channel further, you also have memberships, which you can subscribe to. And we also have exclusive emotes and stuff too. And we will be doing membership streams as well. So with all that said, folks, this is Terence signing out. I will see you all next stream.